Good cold afternoon, our dear viewer. Welcome to Younib TV News at 1. I am Elias Muchina, ready to update you in details concerning the current happenings across the country. We have a lot lined up for you this afternoon, including the devastating afternoon of the Monday Sabasaba protests. But first thing first, our top stories.
Suspects who have confessed to killing and eating the corpses were living along a road reserve within Bandera. Today, I have directed that this road reserve
Jana tulikuwa kwa nyumba na mtoto wangu muda wa 6:20 hapo, na ndio tukasikia kitu imelia na sauti kubwa sana tukiwa kwa nyumba kama tumekaa chini.
Nimeenda Eugene ku break my own world record. Hiyo ilikuwa mzuri sana. Nimefurahi na shukuru Mungu. Hii ni huge achievement kwangu ku break my own record every year, like kuanzia 2023 mpaka sasa bado na break my own record.
Welcome. Following the Sabasaba protest, traders whose stores were robbed and burned are reporting losses of hundreds of millions of shillings. Traders claim they are now vulnerable and lack the funds to reinvest in their companies after the agricultural perishable produce rotted due to transportation to and from major cities and towns being stopped. Here is the story.
So kwa saa hii nimeachwa hivyo, nimeibiwa kila kitu, sina gari, sina mali, so niko tu hivyo na sina chochote kwa saa hii, na sina mahali ya kuelekea. Ukiongeza hiyo gharama, utapata zinakuja karibu kitu 6 million hizo gari mbili na hii kazi yangu.
Hapa tulikuwa tumeka hizi vitu trolleys, vitu za hardware, tulikuwa na hii side na hapa.
Kama vile mnavyoona hapa duka vile imevunjwa, tulikuwa na mali ya zaidi ya 1200.
Saduku zenye zimemalizika zote zikaenda, ambaye imegharamia karibu 1800.
Waweze kuja na mpango muafaka na ili waweze kufaidi ama kurudisha wale ambao ndio waweze kuregea katika biashara zao,
kwa sababu ilibidi tuwashushe sehemu ambazo hazistahili ama sehemu ambazo hatujaziorodhesha.
Mara ya kwanza wakaja wakasukuma wale askari wakaenda, tena askari wakakuja tena wakasukuma wakaenda, mara ya 4 wakakuja.
According to the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, 31 persons have lost their lives as a result of the demonstrations. A 12-year-old girl from Dumeri, Kiambu County, who was killed by gunshot while watching television with her mother when they were over 2 kilometers from the main protest routes, is one of the casualties.
Jana tulikuwa kwa nyumba na mtoto wangu muda wa 6:20 hapo, na ndio tukasikia kitu imelia na sauti kubwa sana tukiwa kwa nyumba kama tumekaa chini. Kumwangalia kwa mkono nikaona akona damu. Wakati niliona akona damu, tulidhani ni kitu imemkata, kama ni kitu imepasuka. Wakati nilimshika mkono kuangalia damu imetoka wapi, ndio mtoto wangu akaanguka chini, na kumwangalia nikaona akona shimo kwa kichwa. Ndio nikapiga duru. Ningetaka pia kuuliza, haki ya mtoto wangu nitaipataje? Na hata kama nitapata haki, watarudisha mtoto wangu hai tena? Hawatamrudisha ya kweli?
hakuna mwenye amekuja kututembelea wala kutupa lambirambi.
On to other stories. Health workers unions under the Health Union caucus are threatening to suspend their services across the country whenever protests occur, saying their lives are at risk. This move comes after a tragic incident at Kitengela Sub-County Hospital where a group of youths violently stormed to the hospital, leaving behind extensive damage and chaos.
The healthcare workers took safety. They had to camouflage as patients, so they had to put on patients' gown so that now at least they could not really get to know who are the health workers working here. And after that, now the police were informed and the administration took action.
Kama wahudumu wa afya hatuko position yoyote. Sisi tuko pale kutoa huduma ya afya. Lakini tunapoadhiriwa, ile sheria za kimataifa na hata za nchi zinatambua kwamba mimi lazima nihakikishe kwamba nina usalama wa kutosha kuendelea kupeana huduma ya afya. Na inapokosekana sina budi kutoenda kazini. Na basi hatutakuwepo kazini iwapo basi watatangaza mgomo mwingine ambao wanasema utakuwa peaceful lakini una end up kuwa violent na watu wanapoteza maisha.
My members were medical laboratory officers were cross-matching blood for him because he had bled so much and he had to be transfused. As they were doing that, the goons attacked the lab first. There's a broken window there.
You know, it's very insensible. It is detestable and very unfortunate that any Kenyan would want to harm the people that they are going to run to so that their life can be saved. We are blaming the government because we have called on them several times.
Rigathi Gachagua, the former deputy president, is being charged by the National Cohesion and Integration Commission of Kenya for making incite remarks. The commission has already sent the matter to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions for additional action, according to NCIC chairperson Simon Kobia. The panel is also looking into remarks made by Tiaty MP William Kamket that were connected to the recent protests that were disrupted.
We as NCIC have followed very closely utterances by politicians, particularly those that amount to hate speech, to ethnic profiling, or incitement to violence. 2 cases out of 26 cases have been forwarded to DPP for prosecution. And we are actively listening to what the politicians are saying.
Kenya wote wa tabaka mbalimbali, wa rika mbalimbali, kwamba tuko na nchi ya kulinda, tuko na desturi ya kulinda, na katiba yetu haina fikira ya vita, haina fikira ya ghasia. Katiba yenyewe ndio inatuambia kile ambacho tunafaa kufanya, na ni njia ya amani, ni njia ya kuongea, na njia ya kushauriana na kupendana juu ya meza.
My dear viewer, going for a short break. We'll be back with more stories. Don't touch that dial.
Hallelujah.
Welcome back. Chief Justice Martha Koome has urged police officers to differentiate between peaceful protesters and rioters who cause chaos, steal and destroy property when arresting protesters and bring them to court. Koome has expressed her dismay over the police using excessive force. This comes as Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki said unemployed among the youth has fueled the protest witnessed in the country in the recent days.
In the exercise of the functions and the powers,
perform the functions and exercise the powers.
Your work must always be guided by the highest principles of integrity, impartiality, transparency, and fidelity to the Constitution.
The National Police Service Commission can have its full functioning capacity as guided by Article 246. I know there are still two more members, one for the chairman and another member, and I know in the due course the commission will have its full, it will be full house.
I want to congratulate the newly appointed members and especially the ones at the National Police Service Commission that you have a heavy task ahead of you.
We are committed to collaborate with you and offer coordination to build a criminal justice system that inspires public confidence and safeguards the rights and safety of all Kenyans.
Chief Justice, of course you have been on the ground to swear in our appointees, the appointed people to the National Heroes Council.
And decision making is not how much we shout our decisions. It is how impactful the decisions we make will change the institutions that we are in.
A thorough screening process has been initiated by the Counter Security Committee, which is aimed at Uganda's Wakizu population as well as foreign nationals from Burundi, Rwanda, and Democratic Republic of Congo. This comes after frightening claims that several foreigners in the areas were involved in a suspect organ harvesting and cannibalism syndicate. West Pokot County Commissioner Abdullahi Khalif, accompanied by top security officials, stated during a press conference at his office on Monday that the process is intended to confirm the legal status and actions of specific people in the Bendera and Kapenguria areas.
The County Security Committee in its meeting today has directed to vet all aliens from Burundi, Rwanda, Congo, and the community of Wagisu, who have been all suspected to have been involved in this heinous crime of cannibalism and harvesting of organs, to be vetted afresh by the Sub-County Security Committee so that we know their intentions here in Kapenguria, Makutano, and Bendera areas. We respect the spirit of the East African cooperation. We have free movement of our people. However, all the suspects are from Uganda, from one community of Wagisu, and therefore we are taking these stern measures to establish their stay here and the activities that they are involved. The prime suspects who have confessed to killing and eating the corpses were living along a road reserve within Bandera. Today, I have directed that this road reserve to be reclaimed, and we are going to flatten all those structures they were living in within Bandera.
On Matter Sports, along with other Kenyan athletes that competed in the pre-14 Classic Diamond League, world beaters Beatrice Chebet and Faith Kipyegon, who established new records in the USA, have returned home. Beatrice Chebet became the first woman to run under 14 minutes, breaking the world record of the 5,000 meters race. In the 1500 meters, Faith Kipyegon set a new personal record of 3 minutes 48 seconds. In the 10,000 and 5,000 meters, Chebet set a new record of 13 minutes 58 seconds and won 2 Olympic gold medal.
Being the first woman to break a barrier of 14, na mimi nasema I'm so happy for myself, and kitu nasema tu ni for now just focus on World Championship Tokyo. Main goal ni hiyo.
Mpaka nimeenda Eugene ku break my own world record. Hiyo ilikuwa mzuri sana. Nimefurahi na shukuru Mungu. Hii ni huge achievement kwangu ku break my own record every year, like kuanzia 2023 mpaka sasa bado na break my own record.
As a Ministry of Sports, we have supported these athletes and we will continue to support them to make sure that they get all that they require to be able to perform well in the World Championship and even in other events that are coming up.
Congratulations, Faith Kipyegon and Beatrice Chebet, for raising the Kenyan flag high in the global arena. Now we have come to the end of today's bulletin right here on Younib TV. Thanks so much for staying with us and making us the #1 youth television in East and Central Africa. My name is Elias Muchina and this has been Younib TV News at 1.